I look at teeth all the time. When I communicate with people, especially for the first time, my eyes go directly to their teeth. It is something that I notice. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, King Prime. I can be found at iamkingprime.com. Here at Modern Kings, we have one mission, that is to help you to look good, to help you to stay fit, and to help you make money. In today's episode, we're going down the path of looking good, and particularly, we are discussing first impressions. And today, we're talking about items that can make or break a first impression.
You're listening to the Modern Kings podcast, your source of life-changing information for upgrading your lifestyle and unlocking your keys to success. Welcome to Modern Kings.
When you make an impression, you want that impression to be strong as it can be. That whole thing about you never get a second chance to make a first impression, it could not be more true. We're talking about anything from a job interview to going on a date to going to an event. How you represent yourself can and often does have a lasting impression. So that's what we're talking about today. We're going to get into specific things that can make or break those first impressions. When people see you, they form their first impression within seconds. The research shows that it's anywhere from 7 to 10 seconds. Personally, I probably make mine in about 3 seconds. And that's because I'm a visual person. I am big on appeal, what you look like, and what you wear. But there are so many more elements to it than just what you wear. So when I say that I typically do it within 3 seconds, there are additional studies that have shown that people also make that first impression of you within a fraction of a second. So with my 3 seconds, I'm actually being pretty darn gracious. These first impressions, they're lasting, they're powerful, and they often set the tone for future engagements. And that's why it's so important that you be on point. I can't stress enough how important it is to be mindful of how you present yourself, especially when making a good impression can be crucial to your job, which ultimately affects your family, which ultimately affects whether you get that second date or not, or it also may be a factor in someone introducing you to their friends and to their friends and to their friends. This is building professional and social networks, but you're not even aware sometimes. So we're going to get into 4 segments. Number 1, the first segment is clothing and style. Your clothing and your style is the first thing that people see. It often speaks for itself. You put something on, people are going to see you, they're going to compliment or not compliment. It either draws people in or it pushes them away. So one of the best things that you can do is to wear well-fitting clothes. Preferably tailored clothing, but it doesn't have to be tailored. It can just be well-fitting to where it complements your body. You also want to make sure that you are dressing for the occasion. Say you have a formal event, but you show up as casual or business casual. You may seem like you lack the resources, or maybe you just don't care, or it could be the other way around. This could be a very casual environment, but here you go showing up in a 3-piece and you just look out of place and you look weird. If you're one of those people that like to look good, I always think it's okay to dress it up, but you can also dress it down if you need to. You can always remove a tie, you can always remove a coat, you can remove a vest, whatever you need to. But in any setting, if you want to stand out and you know the dress code, just go just one step above, and that will set you apart. Now, with respect to dress, you also want attention to detail. Wrinkles, spots, stains, cut it out. You are too old and too responsible to be showing up making a first impression with these things in order. Everybody knows when you're wearing that shirt for the 3rd time or 2nd time or maybe 5th time because you didn't take the time to launder it. These little stains around your collar here, something that you spilled on your shirt, people notice those things. I know I do. So just make sure your clothes are washed, cleaned, and pressed. Now, last thing on clothing is style and personality. You have to make this personal. You can't just wear something and throw it on just because it's the thing to do or someone else is wearing it or because everybody's wearing it. Wear something unique to you. Don't be afraid to show style, your personal style. Let your personal style shine through. This can be through a unique tie that you have that you haven't seen anyone else wear. This can be a unique watch, or even a signature color that stands out and people won't expect it, but it's a part of your personality. Segment 2, hygiene and grooming. This is a major key, and it's something that you can control. Listen, you know when you need a haircut. You know when you need to shower. You know you haven't brushed your teeth this morning just yet. These are simple things that you should be aware of, that from a grooming perspective, that are very, very much in your control. You want to be memorable? Be clean. You want to make a first impression? Take a shower. Be clean. It may not be convenient for you to hop your behind in the shower, but do it for the other person. While you're at it, don't forget to put deodorant on. There are very, very few people that can get away with going a few hours and not wearing deodorant before you begin to smell. And you may have said duh to that statement, but I can assure you that there are people that shower and don't put deodorant on, but surely need to. Let's talk about your hair. I'm talking about hair on your head. I'm talking about facial hair, chest hair, back hair. For those of you that have hair growing out of your ears, this is controllable. All it takes is for you to look in the mirror, be a little observant, schedule your haircuts. It may help to go every couple weeks or so, depending on the length and the hairstyle that you want. And buy you a little trimmer. Keep your neck hairs in order. That helps you to make a great first impression instead of looking sloppy. By caring for your hair, whether it be your beard, your mustache, your hair on your head, or not having the hair just oozing up out of your collared shirt, it shows that you care about yourself. Next up on the grooming and hygiene, we have skincare. Skincare, just because you're a man, does not mean that you don't need to do it. Skincare is hugely important for men. You need a cleanser and you need a moisturizer. You can do both of these before you go to bed at night and in the morning when you get up. If you want to know my personal hygiene routine, just hit me up. I'll be more than glad to share it. Next up, nails. Now, you may not be the type of person that gets your hands dirty, or you may be the person that gets your hand dirty. But either way, sometimes it just happens. But when you reach out and you shake a hand, when you reach out and touch someone, you want these to be on point. When I look at someone in a professional setting and I see that little dirt underneath their nails, I see unhealthy habits and hygiene issues when I see that. You don't want that impression. Doesn't matter so much whether they're long or short or medium. The point is to keep them clean. That's the best thing that you can do. Let's get into your teeth. That smile is everything. The first impression that you make with many people is your smile, or make you a more approachable, trustworthy, and professional person. At least it will give you the appearance of that. After all, we are talking about first impressions. That same thing, these healthy white teeth that you have, often make you seem more confident. They make you more likable. And all of these things positively impact your social life, your professional life, and all of the interactions that come with it. Now, on the other hand, if you have poor dental hygiene, you're not the one to represent the group, the crowd, the people. We're probably going to put you in the back. And now, because you neglected your oral health, you're not going to get those opportunities that someone will get because they paid attention and took care of their dental hygiene. A bright, confident smile is probably one of the best nonverbal cues that can help quickly build rapport and make a first impression. Listen, if you're still here and you're still listening to this, drop a line and let me know, what do you think is a make or break upon first impression? Let's get into segment 3, accessories and details. Accessories and details can greatly enhance first impressions. When someone say, oh, that's a really nice pocket square, down to, wow, I really like your socks or your shoes, or wow, where did you get that watch? All of these things will help to give an impression because it's something different and unique, and that can be done through accessories and details. Take, for example, this watch. This watch is super, super old, but it's one of the things that people compliment me on all the time. So here's some items within the accessories and details area that you can insert within your style to help you to make great first impressions. Number one, a nice watch or jewelry. Either one, they're interchangeable. but something that's more extravagant and that sets you apart. I also say shoes. Shoes can say a lot about a person, especially when they're clean and in good condition. Bags or briefcases. I, for one, like a nice bag. If you're one of those people that say you're in the tech industry or you get dressed and you look very, very nice, but then you put a backpack on like you're a college student or a high school student, totally throws your look. You need a real bag, a man's bag, something that's not going to clash your look. You also need your eyewear to be on point. I'm talking about whether it's sunglasses or eyeglasses. Now, the last and final segment is digital impressions. That's right. In today's world, we are huge with being online. Anything that you need to know about this person, again, whether you're dating, whether it's a job interview, whether you're trying to pursue any opportunity, digital presence matters. I know you think a lot of this is face-to-face, but in order to get face-to-face, a lot of the connections happen digitally before you even get the opportunity to get face-to-face, which makes your online digital presence even more important. When someone wants to work with you or hire you or date you, the first thing they're going to look at is your social media. So you want to make sure that those platforms portray what you want people to see. Ultimately, you want a well-curated platform that allows people to see all things positive and leaving a great impression. One of the best ways that people can communicate with you is through email. And that means you should have a professional email associated or attached somewhere within your profiles. That should not be an outdated email like Yahoo or at Hotmail or any of those other antiquated ones. It shouldn't honestly even be at Gmail. You should have your name at thecompany.com. Now, if you don't have that capability, I understand. But if you do, just go to the highest level with what you have access to. After all, this is professional business that you're conducting. If you're claiming to be a professional at something, there is no way that you should not have some type of portfolio. At a minimum, it should be displayed on a LinkedIn profile. On that profile, you want to reflect your best work. You want to have all the glowing testimonies, and you want to have any awards or achievements that you've attained. So this sets you apart from the competition and again gives you a great first impression online so that you can have a great first impression in person. Now, here are a few additional items that can be game changers when it comes to first impressions. Visual cues, your body language, how you look at someone, your slumping of your shoulder, your scooting down in your chair, all of these things matter. Nonverbal communication, such as a nice firm handshake, looking someone in the eye with a great deal of confidence. All of this conveys competence and comfort in communication. Also, we have facial expressions. A smile is never out of style. A mentor of mine once told me a smile is international. And that is so true. I've been to many, many countries. And although I may not speak the language, I don't know the people. When you break that smile open in front of people, it causes warmth, a level of engagement and a smile back, and it just creates the bridge to be able to have a conversation should you want to. Your tone of voice is another one. You can be warm, calm, confident. All of these things matter with the first impression. There you have it. That is what I have to share about you doing the things that you need to do to make a great first impression. None of this is about being perfect. It's about being intentional about how you present yourself. Little things do matter. As they say, the devils are in the details. Take the time to put a little more effort into your style and grooming, your appearance, the details, the accessories, and the digital presence if you want to make a powerful, long-lasting impression. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe if you're looking for more tips in this area, anywhere within the helping you to look better, helping you to make more money, and helping you to be fit. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being here. It truly means the world to me. Before I go, let me leave you with a quote. A first impression does make a last impression. Sometimes it defines us to a person that we will never see again. That quote is by Pierre Alex Genty. Be sure to follow me on YouTube. That is the @King Prime. Follow me on Instagram at Iam.KingPrime. I will see you in the next video. Until then, look your best, do your best, and be your best.